Alright, so it is currently the 28th of December, 2025. And it's been a while since I uploaded. It's been like a year. It's pretty disappointing because, I had this video concept. It was my journey from $0 to $1 million, but I flaked out on it. I never completed it. And a lot has changed since then. I'm in the Navy now. Graduated. Don't live with my family anymore. I'm out on my own. I'm in a relationship. Been together for a year. It's like, a lot has changed in my life. And I really wish I would have documented that because, that's kind of the whole point. But I didn't. I flaked. That's my fault. Nothing has changed, though. Although a lot in my life has changed, nothing has changed. I still have that fire in me. Like, I want to make $1 million. I want to be a millionaire. I really do. I've always kind of set myself so high in my mind, but my actions never followed that. So, it's kind of led to like a cycle of a lot of disappointment, which, of course, that's what happens. When you dream big, you have to back that stuff up with action. You can't just dream. That leads to a lot of disappointment, leads to a lot of sadness, a lot of regret. So, me and my girlfriend, we have a mission together, right? And that mission is to make $1 million in 1 year. So from January 1st, 2026 to January 1st, 2027, can we go from $0 to $1 million? Now, if you're asking, okay, well, if you're in the military, you're not starting from zero. You definitely have some money in your bank account. You're wrong. You're wrong as hell. I don't. Give me a second. I don't. I do not. And the reason I don't, truthfully, is because of my poor financial discipline. Like, I don't really have financial discipline, and I lack proper structure. Like, internal discipline, self-discipline. I lack that. So, a second. So, approaching a year in the Navy, I really should have money, but I don't. You want to see my bank account? Boom. It's fucking tragic. And it's tragic because if I was smart, I would have put myself in such a better position. But I allowed gluttony, laziness, selfishness to blind me completely from, my goals. I allowed them to be the deciding factor in my actions rather than making decisions for myself. I kind of allowed I allowed stuff like gluttony, to take over. So I really spent I've spent so much money on snacks. It's insane. It is insane. Bro, I'm fat. I've had to spend over $1,000 on pure snacks, just eating my life away and eating my money away. So, I kind of debated whether I was going to say that, whether I was even going to show my bank account and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the reason I decided to is because the whole purpose of the journey is to be transparent. It's like, why lie? Because it's not just to showcase my journey to y'all. It's also motivating to me. Damn, now everybody that watches the video knows you're broke as fuck. You're broke. You have nothing to your name. Well, actually, that isn't true because I have CDs, so I don't have anything to my name. It's not like I'm completely broke, and they matured next year. So, I did set myself up in that way, where I think it's February 2026, which I'll come February 2026, I have thousands of dollars hitting my account. Boom. So it's boom, boom, boom. Money just instantly smacks my account. So it's nice. It's like a bonus, and it's a bonus because of the money that I've been putting in all throughout this year. which is great. Because that means the journey to $1 million doesn't, it's gonna start off on a good foot anyway. I get paid on the 30th. It's the 28th. I get paid in 2 days. So although I'm negative in my bank account now, I'm immediately gonna be able to pay that. You have 30 days to pay off overdrafts on Navy Fed, and I'm gonna talk about that too, because that's like part of my problem. Like, Navy Fed is so safe, in my opinion. Like, Navy Fed in a way is like so safe, or I feel like it's so safe, because you never know, there could be like hidden stuff that happens. Like, bro, my credit score could be like 122 or some shit because of like how poor I am with my spending. But it's so easy to like get out, especially being in the or being in the military in general. You have a check coming the 1st and the 15th, like clockwork. So it leads to me not really feeling fear about spending a lot of money, like not really caring. I'm like, damn, okay, if I spend this, I'm gonna get what, $1,200 back 3 days from now or 2 weeks from now. It doesn't matter, which is really bad, because that right there is exactly why I've been in the Navy for a year, or almost a year. I've been in 12 months. No, I'm about to approach a year. Been in the Navy almost a year. I'm like a week away from having a year in service, and I literally am broke. Like, that shit, there, no way. So, I'm probably gonna name this video a wake-up call, because that's what it is, But it's not just a wake-up call. It's like I guess you say like a war cry or a battle cry at the same time, because I have a goal. I'm just gonna say me and my woman, me and my girlfriend, we have a goal, and that goal is to make $1 million in 2026. Which sounds insane when you put together like if we stacked up all of my money and all of her money, we still wouldn't hit that mark, right? That's where like being delusional kind of steps in, because it's like, nah, that's not necessarily true. I truly believe if we play our cards right, we will. So, I'm really excited to bring y'all on this journey with me, because I feel like it's about time I really like pushed myself towards something so big, and I've had these thoughts and ideas of like, okay, I'm gonna make $1 million and I'm gonna showcase it to the world. I'm gonna become a professional boxer and I'm gonna showcase it to the world. I'm gonna travel the world and I'm gonna showcase it to the world. But I never do it. But it's been my goal since I was little. Like, I'm gonna make 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna showcase it to the world. And I actually did that on the channel when I was younger. Like, it's always been me. That's literally always been what I've been about. I've just always lacked the action to go with it. So, yeah. Watch out for them, that shit on you. But yeah, these next few days until 2026 are gonna be more prep. I get paid 2 days from now, so I'm gonna take that money, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna split that money up, and yeah, these days are gonna be prep. Like, I have to figure out what system we're gonna be using, what we're gonna be doing. We have to come to an agreement, so that way we're working in unison, So yeah, I thought I'd come through and give y'all like a real look, because I'm definitely not at my best right now, but I know I can be, and it shouldn't be understated. I don't like where I'm at. I really don't like where I'm at at all. It's and just being real. I think I kind of spend a lot of my time being so ingenuine with myself and with others, but being real, I don't really like nobody I'm around. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like the people I'm with. I really don't like anything about my situation. Hey, that's not true, because again, I've been in a relationship for a year. I love the person I'm with. I'll be with her the rest of my life. But like, in terms of my career, and in terms of like the people that I hold them around me or I have around me, but I hate these people. So, and I mean that very literally. Like, I really do. I have like such disdain for these people. So, and it's not just them. It's more. It's not even the Navy or just them. It's more, bro. This is like never. I don't like having a leash attached to me, and I genuinely don't like anybody having superiority over me. But that's just how I am. I've been that way since I was little. I've always like went against authority. I've been that way since I was like a little kid. So I got into a lot of trouble because of that, man. Always rebelled against authority. That's just me. And I used to kind of, not hide, but I used to kind of like act like that wasn't real, but nah, but that's a very real part of me. A very real part of me is I don't like authority. I don't like when authority tries to oppress me in any way. I don't like when women try to put their foot on my neck. I hate that. So, yeah, I believe I was destined for greatness. I believe I'm gonna rise above all of this. Like, you see where I'm at now. I believe I'll get out the Navy and I'll be on a yacht somewhere. I'll be in a freaking $25 million house, relaxing, relaxing, watching sunrise with my woman. That's how I feel. So, yeah, I'm gonna edit this a little bit because, kind of have to. Like, I don't want it to just be 11 minutes of me rambling or however long this ends up being. It's just more. It's just more me kind of speaking, me telling the truth, But like, that's part of like what I lack. I try to make everything so perfect. Like, bro, procrastination. Oh my god, procrastination and like being overcritical and perfectionism. For some reason, bro, like, I'm a perfectionist to a fault. Like, if I'm gonna make a video, I want this shit to be so perfect that if I feel like, oh my goodness, it's not like edited a certain way, if it doesn't have the right soundtrack to it, bro, I'm not gonna upload it. And I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs and nothing's gonna happen, and then you're just gonna fly off the radar, and I hate that. So recognizing that, I'm gonna stop that here by just, okay, let me edit this, man. It might not be the best, but I'm still gonna upload it. That was like the premise of the video that I uploaded before. It's not the best, but I'm still gonna upload it because it's progress, and that's what's important. Like, I kind of put it like this. I'm probably going to quit a lot of stuff to money because I do love money. But it's better to make $1 every day than to make nothing. Just because, oh man, no, it's just $1. So I'm not going to do nothing better. But nah, bro, it's $1. In a week, you'll have $7. Now imagine if you didn't do anything for that week, you have $0. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos. He was like, Imagine if you didn't like skip 5 months of uploading, you'd have 150 videos. I'd had $150. Not equating the video to money directly, but I'd had $150. But I was like, nah, because I'd rather this video be the best video. But I could have just sat in front of the camera and talked like I'm doing now. I literally could have done that, and I guarantee you I probably would have like gathered an audience. Just off the fact that people are like watching that and like, okay, well, look at me do this, look at me do that, look at me do this, look at me do that. Like, it's really not complicated. I just overcomplicate everything in my head. It's really not complicated. Life is so simple. It's crazy. My dad told me about that back when I was living down with my family. He told me about this, like, life is so simple in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, life is great. Because in a way it's not simple, but at the same time it's very simple. Like, transactions with people are very simple. Transactions in business are very simple. Life itself is very simple. It's so simple. Like, and this is a good example I can give you. Like, bro, I don't have to think about, oh my god, how am I gonna upload this and this. Yo, I can sit in front of a camera and talk. People do it all the time. And naturally, over time, you will just gain a buzz. You just have to keep doing it. You just have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And naturally, over time, you'll get better at editing. I'm never going to get better at editing if I don't start editing videos and putting them out, So, yeah. I feel confident in this. I'm going to marry her, I don't really think I'm gonna showcase that to the world when I do, because that's more of a private moment. But y'all will see a lot of like my life and a lot of my journey and a lot of what I'm doing. You know, mind you, I go on deployments a lot. So when I go on deployment, editing and uploading is not going to be easy because there's going to be like long stretches of time I'm not going to have service. It's going to be long stretches of time I'm not going to have service. And with that being the case, I don't want to like starve anybody of content, but I feel like that's why it's so important to like hit the ground running. Like I have to build a name for myself now, and then when I can, I will. You know, when I can upload, I will upload. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's really not easy. And a little spoiler alert, I feel like my next deployment, I'm gonna get extended out there. So it's not easy, but where there's a will, there's a way. And I have a will, I know there's a way. It's just not gonna be the easiest thing to do all the time, but it works, man. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah, basically all I wanted to hop on here and say. I'm gonna probably edit and upload this immediately after I'm done with this. I can get it out so I can start working on my next one. And to anyone at home, anyone watching, anyone paying attention, you know, either today, tomorrow, fucking 5 years from now, anything is possible. Do not give up on yourself. That's all I gotta say. All right.